This.
I gotta take a shit.
Yeah, that just got on the recording. Here we go.
Well, at least we know that Mark
You've known them to run their mouths about politics. Politics, schmalitics. Well, little did you know, they can run their mouths about other stuff as well. This is the Mark G Show. They have a natural curiosity about just about everything, from aliens, the paranormal, to the biggest natural disasters that have ever occurred on planet Earth, and everything in between. Two brothers from another mother ripping it up. And oh no, we don't record the show. We have the balls to do it live. Call into the show at 207-370-5852. That's 207-370-5852. Be a part of the show. Let's do it. This is the Mark G Show. And now your hosts, Mark G and Gary G.
What is going on? TikTok, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, everywhere else on social media, and Apple and Spotify and everywhere else you can listen to us on. What's happening, everybody? We got a hell of a show for y'all today. Yes, the phone lines will be opened up today, so bear with us as we open those up. But before we get anything started, we're going to get some intros out of the way. First and foremost, we got the guy who's loving to drop stuff tonight, Zach. What's going on, Zach? How are you, my man?
I'm good, man. I got a boo-boo.
I see that. I saw that during the intro there down the bottom screen. You okay?
Did you see my...
I did, my man. I saw you make a little fumble there.
Yeah.
Zach, you never played football.
Well, no, I was trying to balance my phone on something and it kept falling, but we're good.
It didn't work out well, though, before you did it.
It didn't,
No. And down here below, next to Zach, we got my brother from another mother, literally. Gary, what's going on, Gary? How are you, my man?
Oh, we're good. We're good. I'm looking forward to the show because Mark has all the answers and he doesn't want to tell us anything about what we're going to talk about.
Yeah.
No, you see, Gary actually gave a suggestion. And as we were sitting there waiting to start the lobby, I looked up something and Gary's like, oh, what's the difference between this? I'm like, why would I tell you the difference right now? We'll talk about it during the show because we're already live on TikTok. But before we do that, folks, everything that you hear on tonight's show is for entertainment purposes only. Do the information as you please. Do your own research. Any views or opinions that come from myself, the guest, or anybody who calls into the show, entertainment purposes only. I got that out of the way, yeah. But we're going to start off with Gary because Gary's got an interesting theory. And I want to hear about this theory because, yeah, he mentioned it earlier in a text. And I would love for him to elaborate on this theory.
So I'm definitely not an expert. I haven't done any deep dives on this, but on the surface, it sounds pretty interesting. And on Reddit, there's a ton. You can jump down the rabbit hole on Reddit if you want. But the dead internet theory, which is basically a conspiracy theory, because we know Sully loves that, that claims the internet is mostly fake and not produced by real humans. It says that basically the internet is dominated by bot activity. It's automatically generated content that's manipulated by algorithmic curation. So basically, the vast majority of the content on the internet is created by bots. So like the internet doesn't have as much human activity as we would like to believe.
All right. Now, would you say that you've come across anything that may have thought that it's done by a bot yourself?
So much stuff. So like back when I did my business, started when you started yours, and we created my website and I had like all these weird inquiries coming in and you were like, oh, these are just spiders crawling the web. I didn't know what that meant. Like that concept didn't register with my brain, but basically it's bots. And that was damn near 15 years ago. So if there were bots crawling the web, going to websites and sending messages and emails and stuff like that, I could only assume that it would have been more prominent now. It would have developed even further now. And especially with the onset of AI and everything and automation, I mean, it does kind of make sense. And if you look at all the videos on YouTube, and if you looked at Twitter before Elon took it, the amount of fake accounts that were on there, they were all bots. And it was bots having like straight up arguments with people, driving people insane.
Right. Kind of like what they did for elections and social media.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
bots
So
that were
it's
starting up the arguments with people and so
a
forth
lot of
to
bots.
control
So,
elections.
and that's just social media, right? How much of the content that we consume nowadays is via social media? The vast majority of it, right?
Right.
So, I mean, makes sense to me.
It does. Absolutely.
So
Exactly.
that's kind of a cool theory. I like it.
Right. So yeah, the AI is friggin' taking everything by storm, and AI is only going to improve over the course of the next few months. I have a feeling by the end of summer, we're going to see some major drastic AI changes that's going to blow our freaking minds away. I mean, just look at the AI music world right now. The music that AI can make is freaking insane.
Dude,
And what's that?
there's a fucking McDonald's down by my work where you literally talk to robots, and then you get to the window, and a thing like pushes your food out to you. It's not even humans doing the windows or anything anymore.
Yeah.
Nice. What are you paying for your food with the app on your phone?
I haven't I've only been through there once to get a coffee in the morning, but nah, you can pay, you go up to the window and it has like a credit card thing that you just put your card in.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Wonder how many times that'll screw up the orders though. Because you imagine if we talk about how it's hard for finding jobs or finding employees, all these businesses that can't find employees starting to go straight up AI, have artificial intelligence do half of the humans' work. We're going to have more and more people unemployed that want to work. Cameron has a question for you though, Zach. And they're saying, and that's in Ohio? Question mark.
Oh yeah, that's in Ohio.
I have friends in Japan that will share on the gram their stories, and it's like they order food. They go to a restaurant or whatever. They order food from an app. They can pay on the app, and then like a little bot brings out their food.
I mean, in a sense that you don't have to tip when you go to that restaurant. Because what's the robot going to spend its money
I mean,
on?
maybe you're tipping the chef, the cook.
I mean, have you seen
Really,
those
every
things
tip is
in
a cook, though.
California that like the little robots that drive down the street to deliver your food to you?
Yeah, people are harassing those things all the time, kicking them over and stuff like that. I've seen the TikToks, but I guess you can get a hefty fine if you kick one of them over and really
Yeah.
mess with them, though.
Yep.
Yeah.
They rolled that out in San Francisco big time with like all those bots, but
Oh, it's a great place to roll it out where crime's high and homeless freakiness is high. They just want to steal and get that food.
Right.
The wife and I went to downtown Portland yesterday to shoot some street photography for the first time since the pandemic. And the amount of tents and homeless has dropped by probably 90%.
Really? So
Yeah.
what are they doing differently out there that other states need to look at?
So I watched a video the other day, and that's what kind of prompted me to want to go downtown. Is that they put in a new ordinance basically saying that it's illegal to camp with tents in downtown Portland on public property or private property. I can't remember which it is, but I know that they've basically just moved the homeless situation out of the city. So it's those homeless people they're somewhere. I don't know exactly
They
where.
got to go somewhere. So the question is, if they left the city, do they start going to the rural areas of?
They're not in my city, and we're like in the burbs. From what I understand, they're going on BLM land. So they're going to like more like the rivers, and they're going to more woodsy areas. My coworker went fishing like 2 weeks ago down at one of the rivers, and he said that there was like 4 RVs parked. They had a post up in the middle. They had a big canopy basically going over between all 4 of the RVs, and they were just living there. And so,
I
Basically,
mean, that's going to be a life for a lot of people right now. Look at the cost of rent.
yeah.
oh
The
yeah,
cost of rent is freaking insane, man. A lot more people are going to do the whole van life and living out of vans and RVs and stuff like. It's going to be a hell of a lot cheaper. A lot of the older people now are living out of freaking cruise ships. It's
they're on
cheap.
boats or they're in. Yeah, they got those cool. I mean, look, the RV life, that van life. If you get a nice one and you're retired, or if you're just kind of like a nomad and you can do your work online, social media,
It's like a nice little Winnebago.
it's not. I mean, it's not a super convenient life, but I mean, you basically go north in the summer, go south in the winter, and just kind of explore.
I could see Zach doing something like that. You're kind of like that nomad man, aren't you,
He's
Zach?
got a kid. It's a lot harder when you got a kid.
Yeah.
That's true. All right. Yeah, that's true. All right. Maybe more of a Sully life then.
Yeah, if you're single or if you're just a nomad, if you're a gypsy or if you're retired, I think it's
Gypsies
like
love to pave, man. The gypsies got to travel anyways for paving.
paving.
Paving. Yeah,
What's
majority of gypsies do paving.
What's paving?
Wait,
Like-
you seriously don't know what paving is?
I don't know what they do.
Like the job paving, working
Like
for
your
the city?
driveway. Yeah, no, like your driveway and stuff. Like, yeah, paving,
Concrete?
paving, concrete. Laying down pavement.
They do that for work?
Yeah, you didn't like the gypsies do a lot of pavement and roofing.
So they're masons?
Dude, fuck roofing. I
I think we should.
done that one time. Dude, I did it one time. I only did 3 weeks, dude. I quit. I was like, fuck this.
It's real work.
I mean, it was hard. Don't get me wrong. It was just, it's so fucking hot on them damn roofs when you're tearing up them fucking tiles and
Yes, the town.
tearing the shingles up and down the ladders all day, dude. It's fucking hard.
The
It's
town
hard.
that I live in here, Maine, it's known for quite a bit of the gypsies and stuff like that. And that's a majority of them own paving companies.
I don't think I mean, that's not really a gypsy then if you own a company. A gypsy is just like a nomad. Like they don't really have a job. They just do odds and ends and they just cruise. They don't collect like a stable paycheck. They damn near, I'm pretty sure they don't own companies.
They do.
It's not a real gypsy then.
All right, so you have to check out another show. My wife used to watch it. It's actually all about gypsies, and a lot of them do. They roll pretty good in cash and stuff like that, and they do stay in certain places. The husbands travel to do paving and shit like that. But yeah, got Gary searching.
That like nice little RV and shit.
What's it? No, like the wives just stay home. And the guys would go off and do travel and knock on people's doors and stuff like that and pave their driveways and hustle the money. They're hustlers.
Well, I'm saying,
Yeah, they live in a nomad type of they travel from place to place. They don't have
They have a set home, yes.
then that's not a gypsy.
That it is.
A gypsy is somebody who's a nomad. They don't have a place that they call home. They live on kind of on the streets. They're just floating aimlessly. That's
I'm
what a
telling you,
gypsy
the
is.
majority of gypsies now have a home front.
That's not a gypsy then.
It is. You're thinking of the old style gypsies, Gary. Think of the modern day gypsies right
gypsy.
now. A modern day gypsy.
You don't
Even
own a business as a gypsy.
I wish she was at the podcast right now. She's even going, "Oh, good grief! It's a modern day gypsy." She's trying. What are your opinions, Zach? Come on, jump in on this conversation right now. Gary and I are starting to have an argument. This is
yeah, no, that's why I'm being quiet. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah, Gary, you got to think. You got to get modern times. You're thinking an old style gypsy.
I'm thinking of an actual
You're
gypsy.
thinking of the modern. You got to think of the modern gypsies in today's world and society.
I'm about to Google this shit.
A nomad. So I'm talking about a nomadic gypsy, somebody who kind of lives the type of lifestyle where they just travel from place to place. Like a gypsy will be the type of person that has that, like they just got their luggage, they got the little bit of clothes that they have, they'll hop on a train and they'll go somewhere and they'll hustle to get their food. They'll be a dishwasher at a restaurant for a couple of weeks and then they'll bounce to their next location.
Yeah, that's literally what Google just said too.
It's a nomad,
Exactly.
a gypsy.
No, there's also the modern day gypsies, Gary. Let's see.
It's not a
Can I pull up-
gypsy.
Dude, Mark, I just Googled modern day.
Dear God, lady.
I just Googled modern day gypsy
Oh my
culture,
God,
and it
hold on.
literally says
Can I pull up this clip?
they're
Hold on.
travelers. That's all they are.
I'm gonna pull up this clip. Give me 1 second here. Let me pull up a clip, gentlemen, because oh dear
You're
God.
talking about a TV show,
Look up
Mark.
American Gypsies.
A
It's
television
awesome.
show.
Listen, Gary,
Reality
I know-
TV? You
Gary,
think
I know
reality
gypsies
TV is
that live
real,
here
don't
in
you?
the freaking state in my state, that in this town, the
not a-
ladies stay home while the guys go and travel and do paving. Gypsies do have a homestead.
That's not a gypsy.
Modern day gypsies. Dear God, yes, Gary.
About a damn reality
I'm talking
TV
about
show.
modern day. No, because I'm telling you about
Come
real
on, Mark.
gypsies here in my state, Gary. Don't get me going. Shut up.
Fucking Maine gypsies. Everybody in Maine's basically a Canuck.
Oh
Do
my
everything
God.
wrong.
Will you just shut up over there? Sit back. Dear
It's not
God.
what a fucking gypsy is,
It is
Mark.
what a gypsy is, Gary.
God
Get out of
damn
the
it.
old times and come to fucking the new age.
You stop
Nah,
watching reality TV and trying to say that that's reality. Oh, see?
Oh, what? I'm
We're
sorry.
going to get
Gary.
you
This
banned,
is
Mark. You
audio.
start beeping me, I'll get you bananaed real fast, bro.
Stop.
Oh, please do it.
Oh, Lord, mercy.
Fucking reality
No,
TV
what are
show
you trying to say
bullshit.
with it, Gary? Whatever. Gary, we're talking about modern day gypsies.
It's not a gypsy.
It is a gypsy, Gary.
You're talking about a TV show.
No, I'm talking about modern day gypsies.
Reality
I'm telling you
TV
about
is
gypsies
not
that
a
are here
modern.
in Maine, in my local town. And neighbors, okay?
Oh God, I hate you so much,
Yeah,
Mark.
whatever. Shut up over there. This is why we could have the same room night if we had to be
I'll just on
separated.
my watch tan line right here. That's all.
Yeah, Zach, you trying to change the subject, Zach? Nice try. It ain't gonna freaking work. This guy's not gonna change his ways.
Because Mark,
You guys-
is reality TV.
Not just reality TV. What I've seen. Hey, Zach, where'd you go?
He'll be back.
He'll be back. There he is. Welcome back, Zach. Oh, that's why he disappeared. He puffed.
It's stressing me the fuck out. And I'm not even.
Listen, Gary's over here. He can't get out of his old ways. He can't think of a modern day gypsy. So,
I want Mark. I want you to Google modern.
listen, Zach, I'm telling you from life experience of gypsies that I know.
That's
That are
not
here
a
in my
TV.
hometown. No, that's not. They just said gypsies. They live here in my state, my town. Their wives even stay home while they go off and do paving. They go to New York. They go to Florida. They do paving. They come back home, bring back the bread.
That's not a gypsy.
That is.
That's basically a truck
I'm
driver.
gonna shut my damn door. No, it's what the hell? What? I'm done with you.
They travel. They go home with bread.
Mark
Yeah.
doesn't understand what a gypsy is because he watches too much reality TV and he thinks that that is the reflection of actual life.
God, if anybody knows any gypsies and know what the hell we're talking about, call into the show right now. Listen, the number's coming up on the board right now. Call into the show, y'all. There's the number. Call in. There's the phone number. It's up on the screen. Somebody call in and put Gary in his place, will you? Let Gary know that gypsies do more than just travel. They actually do have homesteads. And that,
That's
you know,
not a gypsy.
that is a gypsy, Gary. Look outside
God,
the true the Webster fucking definition of a gypsy, okay? Look outside of the Webster Dictionary's definition of a gypsy.
Look outside of reality TV
I
and look
did.
at what a gypsy
Gary,
is.
maybe if you clean the shit out of your ears, you'll understand.
It's
I
hair,
told
it's
you,
not
I-
shit.
Whatever. Like I would tell you that the friggin' people that live in my state, my town, who are gypsies,
They're not gypsies.
they are gypsies. Oh dear God, Gary.
Okay, so a gypsy describes individuals
Here we
who
go, the
embrace a
definition.
lifestyle of travel, adventure, and exploration, not being concrete in business owners.
Cameron, I'm in Maine. Listen, Gary.
Not a fucking
Stop
gypsy.
with that. They are gypsies, Gary. Just
So what did Chat GPT tell you about the stupid
my
topic
God.
that you wanted
Gary-
to talk about?
What? Oh, now you're trying to change the subject because you knew I was right. Thank God.
You're not right. I'm just
I
not
am
going to art. It's like playing chess with a pigeon.
What do you mean? Whatever.
Stumble over the board, kicking the shit in everywhere, thinking you won. Come on now.
Oh my God! What? Dad should have pulled out. All right.
Oh man.
Let's talk about something else. Dear God, Gary and I could probably argue for the whole hour, y'all.
Oh yeah, for sure. For sure.
Let's go on. So we got a couple different theories on what we are as humans are here for, right? Like, are we really here? Are we real? Is there really a God? Is there really aliens? All that kind of stuff. You want to look at it. So let's look at a simulation, the hypothesis. There we go. Dear God, I'll spit it out. Go ahead, Gary. You want to make a comment about the way I just said hypothesis?
Shut up.
This theory suggests that our entire reality is sophisticated simulation created by an advanced civilization aliens. Every aspect of our existence, including human evolution, is a programmed sequence within the artificial environment. And there is actually a very cool clip on this one. If y'all want to go back and look at a Joe Rogan episode, hold on, let me see if I can pull up that episode. In case anybody wants to learn more about the simulation hypothesis, you got to check out the Joe Rogan Experience, episode number 2151 with Rizwan Verk. It's very interesting. He goes into quite a bit of details. I will say the first like 35, 40 minutes of it is extremely boring because this guy goes through fucking some major ass shit. So there's that one. I've talked about that one, whether or not we're in a video game. And then there's the Matrix theory, because Gary was curious what's the difference between a simulation and the Matrix. The Matrix theory, similar to the simulation hypothesis. This theory posits that humans are living in a controlled virtual reality environment, much like the movie The Matrix. Our perceived evolution and history are part of a computer-generated illusion. So one, I guess, would be that we're created by an advanced civilization, and the other one, we're created by computers. That's what I'm getting out of it for the Matrix and the simulation. I mean, the Matrix theory is kind of interesting, especially some of those videos we've seen, like with the birds frozen in air. The bird's not flying, and people driving, and the bird's just sitting there. What's that, Zach?
The one with the airplanes are fucking trippy.
Oh, the airplanes are very trippy. Whether it's CGI and so forth. I mean, folks, I will say, y'all saw Sully. He was. Let me talk about this real quick before we move any further. Just so everybody knows, as you know, last week we had Sully do a podcast takeover with us, and at that time, Sully told us that he didn't believe in aliens. We need our prayers for Sully at this day. Sully has finally admitted to us in a private phone conversation that he was abducted. He did get probed. He's suffering extremely right now from some fissure damage, but he's going to be okay. But Sully did want me to go ahead and spread the news to y'all, let you know that he will survive and that abduction, he's okay. And now he believes. And there he is. If y'all can just take a quick look at Sully in his prime.
Maybe someone that doesn't say they believe in aliens, maybe they're a fucking alien.
All right. So anyways, what do you think of the simulation and the Matrix theory, Gary?
It's the same theory to me. I think it's just splitting hairs on.
But it is slightly different.
It's
not potato. There is a slight difference.
I mean,
There's really not that.
I feel like you're just in an argumentative state today, Gary.
I just don't feel like that definition is defined enough. I think it's splitting hairs. It's like it's a simulation. Who cares about who created it? Whether it was a person, an alien, or a computer? A simulation and the Matrix theory are.
They're not the same, though. They are different. Oh, really, Zach? You're going to go with Gary on this one? There is a difference.
I agree with Gary.
You would. I think that's why I saw you in the closet with Gary the other day. But... Jack, y'all feel the tension So Gary, that you don't think there's any other difference?
No.
All right. Well, let's go to the next theory then. The intervention theory. Let's see your thoughts on this one.
I'm going to ask me, Mark.
What's that, Zach?
Same
Well,
question.
Zach, you said you agree with Gary, so I'm just going to move on.
Oh, okay.
Well, do you have a thought process? No, go for it, Zach. What other than agreeing with Gary, Zach? What's your mind process on this? Go for it.
Plead the fifth.
What? What?
I said I plead the fifth.
Fifth.
Yeah, okay. You probably drank it too. All right, let's go with the intervention theory.
I can go get it.
This idea proposes that humans' evolution was significantly influenced or directed by extraterrestrial beings. These advanced entities may have genetically engineered early humans or provided crucial technological advancements. So saying that instead of being created by God, we were created by aliens. So could ET be our God?
Maybe a shitty god.
Could ET be our creator?
I'd rather have like a person from fucking Mars Attacks be our god if they're aliens.
Mark hasn't seen that one. It's too old.
That's true.
What's the name of the movie?
Mars Attacks.
Yeah, no, I've never seen it.
Goddamn shame.
Well, isn't that movie like from the 50s?
No, it's from the fucking 90s.
Oh God, that's still freaking old. Who watches that shit anymore?
I just watched it like a month ago.
That's sad. Maybe you should watch a new show about the modern day gypsies.
I don't do reality TV.
It's like telling Gary, hey, just go watch the Jersey Shore.
Well, that one's stupid. No one watches Jersey Shore.
No one watches Modern Gypsies.
Well, that was actually a really good show. The weddings they throw, dude, I'm telling you, the gypsy weddings are freaking insane.
Okay, let's not get Gary fired up again.
I'm just saying, the gypsy weddings are insane, dude. Like they go all out in their Sweet 16 birthday parties that they. Oh man, it's crazy.
God,
It's crazy. What, Gary? What are you mumbling over there, Gary? If y'all notice, Gary's got like this tick on it right now for the modern day. He has a hard time believing that gypsies could evolutionize like humans, and that they change. Gary, we hear a lot of breathing over there, Gary. What's going through your mind?
Just trying to not get you banned. That's all.
That's all.
That's all. Just taking a little more self-restraint than I normally would put forth.
Oh, okay. Well, guys, I appreciate you trying to put that forward, but I don't know why you're getting so freaking butthurt over there. But the intervention theory, what are your thoughts on that?
That's all he needs it.
Different type of intervention.
Yeah,
but
that's not this kind of intervention we're talking about, Zach. Did you hear the definition?
I think that's a fun one to entertain.
All right. So if we were created by aliens, and aliens are essentially our God, could that explain why we're seeing more activity with them because they're checking up on us?
I mean, I like the stoned ape theory better than that, where basically a bunch of monkeys just ate mushrooms.
What?
You never heard of the stoned ape theory?
No, the stoned ape theory?
Yeah, basically chimps ate a bunch of mushrooms and it helped them tap into a different part of their brain power and they evolved that way.
See, I don't know. I don't know if I can get behind the whole ape theory in general because I don't know. How do we progress to be where we're at now versus apes when apes still exist? Why?
Because there's like different types of hominids that have gone extinct, different types of apes. How many? It's not one ape, right? There's like lots and lots of different apes.
I don't know if I believe in the ape theory, the ape evolution. Because I don't see us. I don't see a resemblance of humans with apes. What? What do you got to say on that one, Gary? The look on your face when I just said that. Well, what do you got, Gary?
You don't see any resemblance? None whatsoever?
I don't see any resemblance with us and apes at all. No.
Huh. Okay.
What do you see?
I mean, have you ever looked at a chimpanzee?
From what they have here at the local zoo, yeah. What about you, Zach? What Gary's Googling.
Is it the chimps? Hold on. Is it the chimps?
Do you think we came from apes?
I think we came from cavemen.
All right, where did cavemen come from, Zach?
God.
Where did God come from, Zach?
Aliens.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Gary's looking up some other stuff right there. Yo. Next one we'll go to, what the hell? The ancient astronaut? Wait, the ancient astronaut theory? What the hell? That's going to be an interesting one. Folks, feel free to call on the show too. If y'all got any like ideas or opinions on any of this. Oh, the wife says she thinks you need to be looking up orangutans.
Yeah, orangutans, maybe. That's what I'm looking up.
Yeah.
Um, okay, so what meat, though?
Did you say what meat?
So I'm looking, it says that I'm looking up the Hadza tribe, and the information that's pulling up on the internet is vastly different than the videos of what these people eat from. So like I was like a strict carnivore, right? So my strict carnivore diet was like all meat when I was doing all that.
Right.
And so the carnivore people would go with the Hadza tribe to basically kind of find out what they're eating. And the internet is saying that they are hunter gatherers, but they eat mostly plant-based foods, which is not necessarily true because they hunt like apes and they kill apes and they eat the apes. They eat the meat from the apes.
Do they cook it first?
Yeah. Is it baboon? No, it's not baboon.
I tell you what, let's do something. When you're looking that up, let's call a hunter. I'm going to call Lifeline. I'm going to call a hunter and see what they say. Let's see if the hunter answers.
You calling dude from
I'm
last
calling
week?
JC from last week.
JC.
JC.
He was just in here, I thought.
We're going to give JC a call.
This is John. Sorry for not answering the phone. Your name and number at the tone. I will get back.
JC did not answer.
He does not want to talk to you anymore.
He does
Not
not.
after last week. He's like, no more Mark G.
He does not want to talk. That's all right. We figured we'd give him a try.
Maybe he's live. Maybe he's live.
He
somewhere
could be
else.
live. He could be live. He had to create like 5 different backup accounts because he got banned.
Oh yeah, that's right. Huh?
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Well, you're looking up all that. There's also the ancient astronaut theory. According to this theory, human evolution was guided by visits from advanced alien civilization in ancient times. These ancient astronauts imparted knowledge and technology that spurred human development. Which, if you look at the pyramids and so forth, that very well could be. The newest discovery on the pyramids pretty interesting. You saw that one, right? They just discovered a pyramid that essentially had a basement. And down within that basement in the back corner, there was a hole that went like they couldn't see the bottom of that hole. And there was actually electrical current within that hole.
I did not see that.
Yeah,
Oh,
that one's
interesting.
that one's very interesting.
Where's that
one-
from?
I saw that one on TikTok, and then I looked it up on YouTube as well. So there was a couple of them on there. Let me see if I can find, let's see if I can find anything on it real quick. Let's see.
I mean, that's what like so a lot of people who are going against the traditional archaeologists who are traditional archaeologists say that the pyramids are tombs for whatever kings from the past. A lot of people are saying that the pyramids could have been designed for electricity and power.
All right, so I'm looking up new discovery inside Great Pyramid in Giza reveals hidden secrets. This is a year ago. Hold on, let me see if I can find one that was more of today. Yeah, so it was pretty interesting. I want to say it happened this month. Archaeologists discovered mysterious hidden structure near the Giza pyramids 6 days ago by the BC. Let me see if I can play it here.
Archaeologists have made a fascinating discovery at an ancient Egyptian cemetery near the Giza Pyramid Complex. Utilizing ground-penetrating radar and electrical resistivity tomography, experts uncovered a mysterious underground anomaly. This discovery, detailed in a study published in Archaeological Prospection, suggests the presence of previously unknown archaeological remains. This cemetery, known for its mastabas, a type of ancient Egyptian tomb, is an important burial site for royalty and high-ranking officials. The surveys revealed an intriguing anomaly beneath a flat, unexplored area within the cemetery, Newsweek has reported. At a depth of up to 6.5 feet, a shallow L-shaped structure measuring around 33 feet by 49 feet was discovered. This structure, likely an entrance, appeared to have been backfilled with sand after construction. Deeper beneath the surface, between 16 and 33 feet down, lies a larger structure measuring approximately 33 feet by 33 feet. While the exact nature of this deeper structure remains uncertain, it could potentially be related to burial practices.
No, that one ain't it. That one's interesting though. That one's basically new as well. I mean, there is so much that's still undiscovered and unanswered questions regards to that time.
Yeah,
Just be
but
like, just like, what did they run into as far as aliens go back then? Especially if you look at the drawings on the walls inside the pyramids. You know, they knew astrology, man, and that's interesting.
Maybe the aliens gave them electricity.
I mean, whether or not it's aliens, right? I think it's pretty consistent that there were ancient civilizations that were far more advanced. Period. Right. So whether they tapped into, ancient wisdom or whatever the case may be, but it's like, how long did it take? Nobody knows how long it took to build the pyramid or what the actual use of it is. I feel like the pyramids were more of an energy generator, power generator than they were an ancient burial site. There might have been tombs inside of some of the pyramids, but I think like the Gaza pyramids were more of like an energy power plant. That theory seems way more logical to me than them all being tombs. I mean, if you look at Nikola Tesla, that dude built stuff that was harnessing energy just from the atmosphere. And
Right.
then Edison came and destroyed it and got in with the bankers and blah, blah, blah. And now Edison power and all that shit that we have to pay for. But I think there's some evidence showing that there's more than enough energy just kind of cruising through the atmosphere that if we were using the proper technology to just use that technology for free, I think it's there. But I just don't think, capitalists want, and I'm pro capitalist, I don't think that people in power want us to have free energy.
Well, of course
Conspiracy.
not.
Yeah.
That's why they're kind of hard hell bent on friggin' solar panels and shit like that too. Because the more people that get solar panels and pay them off, you're not gonna have to pay for electricity.
Yeah. And even the whole solar panel thing, like I'm not a fucking electrician. I don't know anything about the technology, but I feel like they could make them better, more efficient. Like the amount of power that we actually generate from the sun through those panels. You need how many panels to like legitimately power your house?
For 48 for our house.
48 panels. So it's
48
like
panels.
that just seems unreasonable to me. I feel like the technology could be created to where you can harness the power from the sun to generate enough electricity for your house to run a couple of refrigerators, TVs, whatever, way easier than 48 panels. But that technology will never roll out, right? Because there's not enough people want to make money. And I like money, but
I mean, who doesn't?
yeah. But I don't know.
All
That's a
right, so
different
here's another theory for you. Did we instead of God or aliens or whatever, did we come here on a comet? Were we worms? Were we just a small
panspermia.
Yet the panspermia. This theory suggests that life on Earth, including the building blocks of human evolution, originated from microorganisms or chemical compounds from outer space. These were transported to Earth via comets, meteors, and cosmic dust. That'd be kind of interesting, but then again, I mean, how?
I support that 100%.
Really, you do support that?
Totally.
So, how would a microorganism from a comet turn into us?
Evolution.
So we just started out small and eventually got bigger. Boy, we must have been eating up a lot then if that's the case.
I mean, you got to think like 400,000 years ago, a million years ago, how many different types of hominids there were roaming the planet. Like we just happen to be a smart monkey. We're still monkeys.
Were we
Like
monkeys though?
I'm just saying we're a type of monkey. We don't have to be a we don't have to be an orangutan. We don't have to be an ape. There are many different types of bipedal hominids running around on their back legs, right? So we just happen to be the ones that were smart enough to create fire, build a wheel, start, hunting and gathering and creating tools and start creating tribes. And we just were the smarter of the monkeys, but we're just monkeys. We're just animals.
Are you sure we're monkeys though?
We are animals. We are I'm saying the word monkey as we're a Homo sapien, right? But there's Homo erectus. So no, we're Homo sapien, right? Because there was Homo sapien, and then we're Homo sapien, right? So you have the skull of Lucy, which was another bipedal hominid that was not like other apes. So that's like what they're trying to say was the missing link if it was evolution, the evolutional theory. But it's like, was it just a different type of monkey? And I'm saying monkey is a very generalized blanket term. I'm not talking about little chimps, little spider monkeys. I'm saying there's lots of different types of them. We just happen to be the more dominant one. That's why we're at the top of the food chain right now.
We came from Bigfoot.
It came from Bigfoot. I don't know. We're not really that hairy, though.
I mean, that's
There's some motherfuckers from Italy that are pretty hairy, Mark. I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's Italy.
God damn it, Mark. I hate you so much, dude. So much, bro. God damn.
What, Gary?
Some people are more hairy than others. It's just how
Are
it
you
goes.
sure? Well,
I mean, look at your little baby face and then look at Zach's good looking face, right? So you got, he knows how to grow a full beard.
Why didn't you bring your face into this?
Because I'm the better looking of the two of us. I just don't want to put you down publicly out here.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
He has the Jack Sparrow thing going on.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. He's a little bit too patchy for Jack Sparrow.
Mark,
I am pretty
Mark,
patchy.
you have no room to talk about patchy, motherfucker.
I got no patches right now.
Yeah,
Zach.
right
I got
now.
no patches.
Yeah.
Right now you don't.
The younger, thinner Mark.
And Mr. Tomato Zach, I wouldn't go there. Okay. Yeah.
At least that'll recover. We still gonna be patchy, bro.
No, I'm telling you, I'm gonna get some Hair Club for Men. I'm gonna do a trial run with Hair Club for Men on my face. Why not?
You're going bald and you're just
We're gonna try it. The Hair Club for Men. We're gonna slap that shit right on the friggin' old cheeks and the chinny chin and see what happens.
they do have products that are similar to like that Rogaine shit. That's for thickening the beard. I don't know what it is, but there are lotions and creams or whatever that you can apply to your little baby face, and it might help you grow.
Oh, is that, yeah.
Might help you grow a real man's beard.
Look at you. He's talking about real man.
I'm just scruffy right now.
Yeah, you ain't got no real man's beard going on either.
No, but I know that. And I don't try to grow it out.
Well, you should.
Why? So I can be Patchy McGee like you?
I ain't Patchy McGee. I'm
Right. Just God, see,
just see what? See what?
Imagine
You're trying to call me Patchy McGee when there's no patchiness going on.
yeah, because you finally decided to throw in your cards and just realize you can't do it.
I can do it. I will do it. I'll prove you wrong.
Not with the help of some over-the-counter products, though.
I mean, if I got to use over-the-counter products, we never said I can't use over-the-counter products. Zach, why are you over? Zach, you are so friggin' quiet tonight. Like, are you just enjoying watching my brother and I dance on here? No, come on, Zach, jump into this. Stop being so damn quiet.
I'm not patchy, Mark, so I can't jump into this conversation.
I mean, you are a little patchy.
What?
Where?
There's a little bit.
Where?
I don't know. I'll let you know when I see it.
Yeah, that looks like a beard to me.
Yeah, listen, we know
That looks like the beard we wish we could grow, Mark.
Who's in the purple chair? The purple chair. Oh, maybe that's Zach. He's wearing the purple shirt.
This isn't purple. This is navy.
Well, it looks purple on camera, to be honest with you. I'm guessing that's who's in the purple chair. But let's move on to the multiverse theory. Oh, Riley, that was just a green screen. They're talking about my timer earlier when the podcast countdown was going on. The multiverse theory. In this concept, our universe is just one of many parallel universes, each with its own laws of physics and evolutionary paths. Human evolution in our universe is just one possibility among countless others in the multiverse. I can get behind the multiverse. I can definitely get behind the multiverse. Maybe that explains the ghost, the hauntings and stuff like that. That's part of the multiverse. That's the real thing about ghosts. Maybe there is no such thing as ghost. Maybe.
Oh, now you're talking Sully's language.
No, listen. What if there's no, because Sully wouldn't believe in the multiverse. What if there's no such thing as ghosts or spirits, and those that we think are ghosts and spirits of us just crossing paths in the multiverse? We're kind of already being conditioned with that with some of the shows out there, right?
Well, then why would
Look at
ghosts,
Flash in the multiverse.
why would ghosts fuck with people? Why would they?
Or could it be somebody that the other multiverse, they know about the dimensions and they cross over, and that's how they're able to fuck with you? Because we're not the smartest part of the multiverse. We're probably the dumber down side of the multiverse.
What do they call it when things get thrown around? What kind of spirit is that? When like spirit moves shit and like what do they call
Poltergeist?
it? Poltergeist.
Yes, yeah. Maybe that's just somebody from the other multiverse messing with you. They could be smarter than us in the multiverse.
Oh, so they know that we can't see them?
Yeah, 100%. Elizabeth Scott says, speak for yourself. I'm just saying, listen, the multiverse could be a legit thing. Not that have you seen the TV show Flash, Zach?
No.
You've never seen Flash?
No.
What the hell's wrong with you?
I watch good shows.
The Flash is a good show.
I never heard of it.
Says the guy who watches reality TV and believes it.
Yeah, that watches Gypsies.
Modern day gypsies that have companies and live in a house.
Listen, there are gypsies who settle down and their husbands go off.
That's not a gypsy.
That is a damn gypsy, Zach. Why'd you start this shit back up again, Zach? Zach, you're over there just trying to start shit.
It's funny.
Don't get us going to get on a 20-minute spree on what gypsies are.
All right, ghosts.
I'm telling you. We're getting
I've had ghostly experiences, man. You've had ghostly experiences.
Jen Rose, welcome in. Tell us about your multiverse
Gary's
experience.
had ghostly experiences.
Tell us about your multiverse experience, Zach.
I mean, I was younger, but it was when I grew up in like a country house, and like we'd always hear like running upstairs, running up and down the stairs and shit like that, and we always told our mom about it. She never believed us. And one morning, like I always used to get woke up for school, and my mom would just come tap me on the shoulder. I'd get up, go downstairs, get ready, blah blah blah. But one morning, I got like shook, like fucking my shoulders got shook like violently, and like when you wake up and you're like your vision's blurred and you can't really like tell what the fuck's going on. So I saw like a silhouette of someone walking out of my room, thinking it was my mom. I was like, oh, it's time to get up for school. So I went downstairs, went down to the bathroom, closed the door, started brushing my teeth, about to start the shower up, and my mom knocked on the door and was like, what are you doing up? I told her I was getting ready for school, and she said, it's only 3 a.m. I was like, you didn't just wake me up? She's like, no. I was like, oh, okay. Well, someone shook me. So
yeah, it could have been part of the multiverse. Could have been another kid messing with you.
I don't think that's the multiverse theory, though, Mark.
No?
No.
I don't think we cross paths with the multiverse?
I think that's not the way that you're trying to say. No, I think multiverse theory is basically like there are multi-universes. Like if you have a decision, right? Like, do I want to do this or that? And then you think about it and you decide I'm going to do that. There's another version of you that's split into another multiverse that went and did this. It's like a split in the time continuum or whatever, right? So it's there's many universes, many existences of you and me and Zach, and it's the Gary G show and I'm the host. And then there's Zach's band made it to Metallica status. And there's a universe that I never hurt my knee. And I ended up being one of the best pros in the industry. And like, maybe you put in 40 years in the military. Like, there are different versions of existing universes. Maybe, it's like even your dream, when you have a dream, maybe that's you tapping into a different universe or a different multiverse. Every time you have a dream, every time you have a thought, you're going to make a decision that splits. Those are multiverses.
Would that be the same as deja vu?
Deja vu could be simulation theory or the Matrix, right? When you have a moment of deja vu, maybe there's a glitch.
Yeah.
Maybe you've done this before. Maybe everything has already existed and we're reliving our own memories, right? So
maybe we're already dead.
Yeah, we could already have been blown up a billion times.
when the
Like,
Mayan calendar ended.
yeah, maybe this is all a simulation. That's what I'm saying. Like these are different possibilities. Like that's multiverse from my understanding.
All right, so what theory would I be talking about then?
Possibly even string theory.
String
Like
theory?
string theory where there's like 11 different dimensions and where we keep bumping into different dimensions, which could be different timelines,
All
where
right.
it's like wherever you exist right now, there's another existence of, Earth or whatever that's happening. And it's like a different string theory. It's a different dimension.
Gotcha. Well, we got it down to chat says, what a beautiful disaster is. If I'm not really here, I'm living a new life starting tomorrow.
Yeah. And you could do that anyway, whether you're here or not.
But are we here? Is the question.
Nobody really knows the answer to that. Everything is
We don't.
objective reality, right?
Yeah, just like we have a different theory as far as the gypsies go. Maybe you cross paths somewhere else that we did not. That's why your definition of gypsy is different. The people that come in late right now have no clue what we're talking about.
He's trying to irk you.
Kyle, what? Let's go with the time traveler influence. This theory speculates that time travelers from the future have influenced key events in human history and evolution. Their interventions could have altered the natural course of development to create the world as we know it. Maybe time travelers killed JFK instead of the CIA.
Nah, man, it's CIA.
Maybe time travelers.
I'm thinking it's more the CIA than a time traveler. But I do like the idea of time travelers. I think that's a fun concept. Have you ever seen the movie Time Machine? Probably not. It's too old.
I might have. I just don't remember it.
Oh, that's weird. I thought you remembered everything you watched. That's why you don't watch movies twice, Mark.
Are you gonna go back to my movie thing that you and Zach seem to
Yes.
about? Because you guys are
Always
hurt at
and
it.
forever.
Yeah, Mark.
There is nothing wrong with the way I watch movies.
No, Mark, there's not. Everything's wrong with it. You'll
There's
listen to the same fucking band CD over and over again, or whatever the fuck you do. But
That's
you won't
nothing
watch
wrong with it.
But you
Because
won't watch
there's a
the
difference.
twice.
There's a difference between music and
It's the
movies.
same shit. They say
No,
the
it's
same
not.
lyric. You're hearing the same lyrics over and over again. It's just like watching the same scene over and over again in a movie. It's the same shit.
No, it's
100%.
different.
It is the
Different.
exact same
Absolutely
thing.
different.
It is not.
It is not the same. Folks, if you agree with me on the movie theory that once you've seen a movie, you don't need to watch it again, and that movies are different than freaking the damn music, call into the show right now, 207-370-5852. Call into the show.
Like I can listen to an album on repeat for fucking months on end. I have no problem with that. But I also will definitely watch a movie that I enjoy many times over.
Yes. Guys, call into the show and tell Mark how fucking dumb he sounds.
And there's nothing wrong the way that I my movie theory.
See, now what a beautiful disaster saying if it's a really good movie, I don't want to rewatch a bad movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Nobody wants to rewatch a bad movie.
Yeah.
But
But if
even
it's
a
a
really
good
good
movie-
movie, you've already seen it. What's the point of watching? You're just gonna
Why listen to a
watch
song
it.
over again?
Because it's a good song. There's a difference between music and movies.
Dude, you make no sense to me.
I do. There's a
Why?
difference-
Okay, so explain to me how an entire industry of movie buffs exists, where people will literally watch a movie 100 times and break it down, and they love every second of what they're doing. They'll learn everything about every actor and the director, the producer, who wrote the score, and they will watch that movie until they're dead. How does that entire industry exist if watching a movie more than once is a bad
Because that's
idea?
their kink. They're into
It's
that.
like what a beautiful disaster said. She's watched movies more than once and noticed things that she didn't see the first time.
Bingo. Just like reading a book more than once, you're definitely
Who
going to
reads
pick
books
up
these
things.
days?
Well, you don't
There-
know how to
there's a movie
read.
out on that
We've
book.
already had that
If
conversation
there's a movie out on that book, you might as well just watch the movie because that way you
Because-
don't have to read the book.
because comprehension is hard for Mark, so he doesn't read.
There's no reason to read a book if there's a movie out for it. You can just watch the
no.
Yes.
Books are much better than
No, not at all. Movies are much better.
Books have a lot more shit that movies don't have.
So much more detail, character development. It's a way better experience to read a book.
Not at all.
You're fundamentally incorrect on this one, Mark.
No, I'm telling you, you're better off just watching the movie instead of reading the book.
No.
No, Mark.
Yes.
If that was the case, then
Oh, stand by. That's not a call. We've been on for a little bit long, so I got to verify a puzzle with TikTok. There we go. We're back.
I was hoping someone was.
No one's called in yet. No one's called in yet.
I was hoping someone was calling the school.
See, Mary knows books have way more details.
And books, no, they're boring. At least a movie is more interesting.
If you knew how to read and comprehend, it would be a different conversation.
But there's no reason to read.
Mark,
if
you said
just watch the movie.
You said you can't fucking hold the knowledge when reading something.
When?
Oh my god.
Oh, dude. Oh my god.
What is that?
Zach's going to get alcohol. You drove Zach to drinking. Is what just happened, Mark.
You think I drove Zach to
He's coming back with something in his hand, and it looks like a tall boy.
God damn it, Mark.
What you got there, Zach?
You got a fucking alcohol drink.
Oh man, I don't know why you're drinking, Zach. It's not like it's a stressful podcast.
You're stressing me the fuck out, Mark.
I don't know why.
Because you're wrong, and you don't think you are.
Flash the number again. I got you. Let me throw the number up on the board again. I'm told to throw the number up on the board again. There's the number right there. If you agree with me that a movie's better than the books, call into the show. Or if you agree with Gary and Zach, you can
and everyone else, that's normal.
Not everyone else. Not everyone's going to agree that books are better than movies.
Anybody that's ever read a book that has been turned into a movie will say that the book is better.
No, not at all. I can argue with that until you're blue in the face, but a movie's
You're
always
wrong, though. You can argue for sure.
How am I wrong?
It doesn't mean you're right.
How am I wrong? It doesn't mean you're right.
I'm absolutely right.
You're absolutely no, because you think you're right. 1 second, I'm bring in Steph here. Give me 1 second, Steph. Let me bring you into the podcast. Steph, you're on the air.
Okay, see, my issue you just said, Mark, is you said that movies are better than books.
Correct.
Okay, but you learn theory about things that you hope on by reading, not watching movies.
Hold on, repeat that again.
I said when you do your spiel about like alien stuff, you have to read about that. Don't go based off books or movies.
I go based off more podcasts that I've listened to so far. I mean, yeah, I'm reading this stuff now off the screen. You're correct there. But I do base a lot of my stuff
so
on.
You have to read. So reading would be better than watching.
I still disagree.
So you're saying our viewers are...
No, I'm not saying anything about the viewers, Zach. What I'm just saying is I still disagree. I still think of like, if you watch the Harry Potter movie, you're going to watch the movie. The movie's obviously better than the book.
You don't know that.
Mark,
like newspaper articles about aliens.
Mark,
they aren't in a movie. You learn about it if you don't read it.
Mark, I watched the Harry Potter movies and I fucking couldn't stand them. I read the books though, and they were fucking great.
No, the movies of Harry Potter is definitely better.
Oh, God. I can't wait for technology to advance so where I can reach through the screen. Get a haptic suit, Mark. Get a haptic suit now.
Steph, you got anything else you want to add?
No.
All right, thanks for calling.
Mark's wrong.
Oh, wow. Oh, dear God. No, I hate to tell y'all. Movies are better than books. We had a missed call from another number. Hold on 1 second. Let me see. Is that from the same number? Yeah, it's from the same number. All right. Yeah, movies are better. What's going on, Nova Scotia? I see out there. My hashtag Mark's wrong. Really? It's going to be a hashtag now?
Yes.
Yes.
No. No, I'm surprised my wife has not yelled at me in a text message yet about this. And my wife's a big avid book reader, but I just son of a bitch. We got another caller.
To accept, press 1.
I don't know
To
who
send a
that was.
voicemail, press 2.
Caller, you're on.
Hi, how you doing today?
I'm doing phenomenal. How are you?
What are we speaking about today?
We're talking about how movies are better than books right now.
Yes. I can't stand flipping the freaking pages. I usually get 5 pages and then it's all screwed up. I can't even understand the book.
Right. So what you're saying is movies are better than books.
Yes, I am.
All
For
right.
this old fart.
Well, I agree. Hey, listen, that's 1 and 1. We've got 2 phone calls so far. You and one other person, so we're 1 and 1 right now. I mean, I guess we're gonna.
I just want to sniff Sailor's ass.
What?
You said you want to lick Sully's ass?
That's what I heard.
Yeah,
Sully.
I got you. Well, if that's the case, he's live right now. You got to jump over his live and tell him that right now. He's live. Go over.
Oh, I
his
thought
live.
he was on your show.
No, he's not on my show right now. You're gonna have to go over to his live stream and let him know that.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah, go tell him you want to toss a salad.
Yeah, tell him you want to toss a salad.
Can you guess who this is?
This is Crazy Tom.
Yes, it is.
I was like, dude, I was literally trying not to be mean. I was gonna say, dude, how many packs of cigarettes do you smoke?
I don't care, dude. Be mean. I love making people laugh. That's what I try to do.
No, we appreciate it, Tom. We appreciate it. Yeah, Elizabeth says, say
See
you
ya.
love his voice. Appreciate you, Tom.
Everyone go play a drinking game on Sully's live. However many time he says "ma'am," you got to take a drink. I guarantee you.
God, you'd be absolutely shit faced. You'd be absolutely shit faced. All right, let's go. Did we do the time travel one?
No,
Did we even talk about it before you guys bitched at me about the whole movie book thing and realized that both of you are wrong?
Just because you say we're wrong,
Well, just because you say I'm wrong.
but our votes are already 2-1 on here. And if we roll this out on
this is a podcast with 3 people on it, so I'm outnumbered.
it's not that you're outnumbered.
You're
You're outnumbered on this particular subject, but there might be a subject where you and Zach disagree with me.
But I'm just saying. It's
No,
technically
no,
3.
I don't agree with you.
Yeah, Zach's always Gary. I know outnumbered does not mean you're wrong. No, we're not going political. All right, did we talk about the time travel influence?
Briefly.
What are your thoughts on it?
I like it.
That's all you got? Outnumbered means you're going to be wrong. Oh man, Mark's show is right. Zach, what are your thoughts on the time traveler theory?
I mean, I think it's possible. I mean, what do you think the dude from Simpsons, how he gets all his ideas before it actually happens?
Maybe he's psychic.
I don't believe in psychic.
Why not?
Why would I?
Do you believe in aliens?
Have you ever read in the paper psychic wins fucking lottery?
I've read that psychics have mediums have found people before, lost people.
Don't you think if psychics were real, they would be able to go to the casino and bankrupt the casino?
Not necessarily.
Why? If they can fucking tell what's going to happen or know stuff, why not?
Not necessarily. What if they can't do it for financial? What if they can't do it for financial?
What law says they can't? There's no fucking law about psychic.
Oh, there's rules if you're a psychic, Zach. You have to follow the rules.
Yeah, you drink out of that straw, you pussy.
It's not a fucking. I got Elizabeth Scott down there, bitch, in the chat. It's not a fucking genie. Listen, all right. So you don't believe in psychic? Do you believe in psychic mediums? People who can talk with the dead. And Zach, you've had a relationship with this person.
Yes.
It's hard for you to deny this one.
Yes and no.
Yes and no. Why would you say yes and no?
Because it's possible to hold conflicting beliefs, Mark.
People can Google anything.
Exactly, Gary. So
People can Google anything about anyone on the fucking internet.
Okay. So you're now see you're sounding like Gary now on that one because you know for a fact that you have
Somebody close to you died and
have
you're
a psychic
sad
medium
about it.
experience.
Their name started with a J. It had a J in it. Maybe it was an R. But you are sad that they are no longer here.
So Gary has no faith in it. Did you have a bad experience with a psychic medium, Gary?
No, I just think they're horse shit.
Have you ever tried one?
No.
Then
Actually,
why?
that's not entirely true. I've had people who have like read my palms, and they were so
different. That's different.
Same fucking mystical bullshit.
I
don't believe in prophets. I don't think Nostradamus was some prophet like you do.
Yeah, Nostradamus is definitely a prophet.
He's not a fucking prophet, dude.
He is.
There's going to be a war. There's going to be a great war, and people are going to die. I'm a fucking prophet now.
A lot of things.
Technology is going to advance. No shit.
They didn't know that back then. Zach?
God damn, Mark.
What?
Get a haptic suit, man. I'm going to kick you so hard.
Go ahead, start raising the fund. Start a GoFundMe page.
You're the one with the TikTok making money.
And I will get the haptic suit.
Take your TikTok money and go buy a haptic suit.
Well, we'll do a GoFundMe page for me to get a haptic suit so you and Zach both can control it during the podcast.
Oh boy.
Okay, we'll start a GoFundMe for me to get. How much are they? Zach, search it up right now. How much are haptic?
Considering they don't really the caliber of one that I want doesn't exist right now.
You want one to take me out of my damn chair?
I'm gonna make you cry.
What do you want me to look up?
Look up a haptic suit. What's the cost of a haptic suit?
A haptic suit? How the fuck do you
full bodied from top of the head to the bottom of the feet?
You're only gonna be able to find chest. You want a full body one? That's probably
full body haptic suit. Holy shit balls! $14,920.
Yeah,
you better get to creating content, Mark. You better get them TikTok dollars.
God damn,
that's insane.
There's another one that's 2040.
Nah. I want one that's going to be like 84 grand. That's going to be a good one.
Well, the cheapest.
Then Mark's really going to feel it.
The most expensive one is the one that's $15,000.
Jesus.
Nah, it's too cheap.
Insane.
It's not good enough.
That's good.
Not good enough.
Yeah, that's literally.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Not good enough. I want the one that the dude got in Ready Player One.
Oh yeah, that don't exist yet.
Yeah, exactly.
Ready Player One. I mean, we're gonna see that in the future, right? Was that done by a fortune teller?
Yeah, I feel like this is a podcast where Mark just wants to piss you off.
Oh, he's trying. He's definitely trying.
What do you mean? I ain't doing nothing.
Desperate for clips is what it is.
I'm talking.
We can raise that 14 grand.
How he does not believe in psychic mediums, but he can believe in aliens. How he doesn't believe that Nostradamus was a prophet. And Nostradamus has predicted a lot of things that has happened. Keep drinking, Zach. You're going to need more than that.
Nah, dude. This isn't the fucking Mandela effect. I'm good. That one really fucked me up.
So why don't you believe in Nostradamus?
He's full of shit.
How do you know? Were you back in that time when he was there?
Because you can read what he wrote. Because he wrote it in books, Mark, but you wouldn't know that because you don't fucking read.
He had a very good documentary that came out about him. It was very interesting.
Documentary.
Yeah. The lack of reading is fucking showing.
Oh, God, my sunburn.
Oh, good. I hope you fucking feel that pain even more. Let's go. Well, we'll move on.
Yeah.
Now,
let's.
Nostradamus is real. His predictions are legit. We'll move on to the directed evolution.
I own a concrete company in Maine.
What's that? There are gypsies, Gary. That listen. Let's not talk about the gypsy theory, Gary. We were on there for like 25 minutes earlier, Just know that I'm right and you're wrong. Directed evolution. In the scenario, an unknown advanced intelligence, whether alien or future humans, has been directing the course of human evolution through subtle genetic modifications and environmental manipulations over millennia. Thoughts, Zach?
Oh, sorry. What'd you say?
Read it again.
Directed evolution. In the scenario, an unknown advanced intelligence, whether alien or future human, has been directing the course of human evolution through the subtle genetic modifications and environmental manipulations over millennia. Listen, yes, I know my speech impediment. I got a goddamn speech impediment. Leave me alone. Yeah, go ahead, Gary. Laugh it up. Your face is turning red like you just sucked on a red man's.
My face is already red, so you can't really tell. Why'd you just make yourself?
Because I said something.
Oh, Jesus fuck.
So, Gary, Zach, thoughts?
Gary, I'll let you take this one.
No, Zach. Nope. We're going to you, Zach, first.
I like it.
No, Zach, more than just 2 words. Give us a good 3 to 4 sentences. Come on, Zach. No,
I got lost. I stopped listening at subtle. Subtle.
I looked at Gary and I got lost. Mark, how about you tell us your opinion and we'll just follow you?
Yeah, how about that?
I'm talking to you two.
Yeah, but you're the host. You go first.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And
What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on subtle?
Oh, I'll just do Zach. I like it. Gary, what are your thoughts?
I agree with Zach.
Yeah, I agree. See? No. Mark, what are your thoughts?
Zach, what are your thoughts?
I told you I agree with Gary.
Fantastic. I agree with you. Gary, what are your thoughts?
I agree with Zach.
Perfect. We're all on the same page.
We're all in agreement this time.
Subtle.
Fuck you. Dear God.
Yeah, nobody knows what the question was because Mark doesn't know how to read or comprehend.
And Gary, does not believe in anything.
No, but all
I
seriousness,
think Gary might be a flat earther at this point.
all seriousness, I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about, Mark.
Yeah, Zach, I
read it again, but slower.
Directed evolution in the scenario an unknown advance intelligence, whether alien or future human, has been directing the course of human evolution through subtle genetic modifications and environmental manipulations over millennia. You motherfuckers. You know I can't say subtle.
No, I think aliens.
You said it right that time.
I think aliens are totally fucking controlling that, bro. Why not? They're, dude, just like Men in Black, how the little face goes
Hey,
off.
what about future human?
What about a
It
future?
might not be alien. It could be future human. Did you not hear the future human part?
Yeah. Well,
Now, wouldn't a future human, perhaps time traveling, be considered alien?
Not necessarily.
why not?
I mean, they might be from Earth, but what if they ended up colonizing another planet and then they came back? Wouldn't that make them alien?
Not necessarily.
What if everyone on
They're
Earth?
already on Earth.
What if everyone on Earth is like how Men in Black was? They take form of human bodies, so they
Like Joe Biden?
so they can survive.
Walking around with that little cockroach skin?
Yeah.
Oh, like lizard people. So now he's saying Alex Jones could be right.
I like Alex Jones.
Would you call him a fortune teller?
No, I think he's a CIA psyop.
Really? You think Alex Jones is a CIA psyop?
I think his family's in the CIA. He's admitted it a bunch of times. I think he has access to information that the general population doesn't have. He's out of his fucking mind, but that's why I like him.
Yeah, Mark, I agree with Gary.
Because Zach, you have no fucking clue what we're talking about. You're just here for the fucking
How about
ride.
fucking talked about the lizard people theory.
Okay, what's the lizard people theory, Zach?
The fucking people are lizards.
That's it? That's all there is to the lizard people theory?
Goddamn right.
Fucking Zach. Zach, I can't tell by your hair from here. You blonde, Zach?
No, I'm fucking brunette, bro.
Oh, okay. You think you might be blonde over there. Well, let's go with the collective conscious theory. The idea posits the human evolution is driven by collective consciousness, or a shared mental network. This collective mind influences the development of intelligence, culture, and technological progress across generations.
And Mark leaves his own show.
Dude,
So he-
I'm just gonna stop looking at Gary because I was fine. I was listening to Mark until I looked over at Gary and I saw him make that smirk. I was like, "Oh fuck, here we go."
Mark's collecting clips right now.
Why are you so quiet?
Mark, do you want to make a live and start reading shit again?
What? Oh, actually, Zach, since it has been Pick on Mark Day, I think it's time to bring something up for you, Zach.
Hold on, about that theory you just talked about.
Yeah.
What about that there? You guys were supposed to talk about it. You didn't say nothing. You guys just sat back in your chair and
Well, you said some funny word and then you backed out of your own podcast.
Yeah.
I have no clue what you're talking about. I lost connection. I just got back.
Womp, womp, womp. So have you heard of the so your collective consciousness bullshit? Have you heard of the 100 monkeys story?
Where is that what you just telling us about? Or is this another monkey one?
No, this is 100 monkeys.
All right, so this ain't the stoner monkey.
No, that's the stoned ape theory. This is completely different. It's a collective consciousness type thing.
Gotcha.
So it's like when a certain monkey learned a skill or learned a thing, and then it taught another monkey, or they took other monkeys out, put different monkeys in, and they did this over 100 monkeys, and then by the time that 100th monkey came in and learned something, it was shared through like the entire thing of monkeys. It was like it became a collective consciousness type learned trait skill. Look it up. You like the Chat GPT thing. Look up 100 monkey theory. It's a collective consciousness thing.
Gotcha.
Read
You
it.
have a question down there.
No, I don't surf. I used to skate. I tried surfing. I don't like water though.
I used to skate too.
100, holy shit balls. That's a lot.
Ask for like a shorter version.
I will. Give me Cliff Notes.
But it's essentially collective consciousness.
It's got critical mass, collective consciousness, and behavior spread.
Yeah.
Yeah, the concept of a 100th monkey theory suggests that once a critical number of individuals in a species adopts a new behavior or idea, it spreads rapidly through others, even across physical distances.
Yeah.
The origin, the theory is based on observation from the 1950s of Japanese macaque monkeys. Go ahead and laugh at that one, you fuckers. On a Koshima island, one monkey started washing sweet potatoes, and his behavior gradually spread throughout the population. All right.
And once they hit that 100th monkey, then like all of the monkeys, even on different islands, hundreds of miles apart, adopted that behavior. It was a collective consciousness.
It's because one saw one do it, the other one started doing it, another one saw them do it.
Yeah. So once it hit like a certain, that critical mass, once it hit a certain number of monkeys from other islands, other regions of the planet that were not in that collective group adopted that behavior. It became like a collective consciousness learned trait. It was a change in behavioral processing after a certain number of monkeys adopted that act or behavior. So that's like collective consciousness, basically.
Is your ring blue?
Huh?
Is your ring blue?
No.
Oh, it's hitting a light, yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, holy
my ring light. Oh, my ring's hitting the ring light.
So yeah, that's like an experiment that they did to kind of test the collective consciousness.
Gotcha. Well, Zach, I ran out of stuff out of ChatGPT, so go ahead, Zach. What would you like to talk about?
Scientology.
Oh, I was in downtown Portland and I couldn't remember where the Scientology office was. But I'll be going back because it's not a complete homeless shithole anymore. So I'm going to make it a point to go by the Scientology building.
I'm not doing it.
Pussy.
I went by it one day and they're all out front in their fucking suits and vans and shit. I ain't getting kidnapped.
They're not going to kidnap you. They're going to
I
adopt
still
you.
say you should get recruited.
No.
You should join Scientology.
No, not a fucking chance in hell.
Why not?
Because
why?
I'm not joining a cult.
Are you afraid? Are they though? Are they a cult or are they just a religious group?
They're a fucking cult.
Do you have proof that they're a cult?
Dude, it's all over the internet.
I'm not sure about that.
You don't want to do the e-meter test, the Scientology e-meter test?
Nah, dude, they make you watch a video and that fucking brainwashes you, bro. It's like their own. It's like subliminal messages in their fucking video.
Oh, say that word again.
Subliminal messages.
Oh, there you go. You said it correct that time.
I said it correct the first time.
No, you did. I'll make sure I make a clip of it.
Stop trying to turn us away from you.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying you said it wrong. Why are you shaking your head at me, Zach? But why would you consider them a cult?
Why wouldn't you consider them a cult?
Because they're a religious group.
They're a cult.
So you calling Christians cult?
Yes.
Catholics a cult?
Yes.
You calling the Jewish community cult?
Yes.
Wow. And what makes religious a cult?
Listen, Scientology is a set of beliefs and practices invented by American. Okay, fuck that guy.
Ron Hubbard?
Yeah, that dude. It is variously defined as a cult, a business, a religion, a scam, or a new religious movement.
All right. Academic and legal perspectives. Some scholars and institutions have studied Scientology and offered differing opinions. Some academic studies classify it as a new religious movement rather than a cult. Legally, it is recognized as a religion in some countries, including the United States, where it has a tax-exempt status. In other countries, it is treated more skeptically and is sometimes monitored by government agencies.
Sounds like a cult to me.
So here in the U.S., it's a nonprofit religion.
It's a cult.
They have a religion for weed in America, Mark.
Mark,
you can start your own religion. You understand that, right? You can start the Mark G religion.
Yeah, and it would be a cult.
Yeah, you have to fill out some documents.
You're the leader.
And then you become a religion.
I'm not going to say Scientology is a cult.
Because you're just trying to get on their good graces.
No, I'm just saying they're not a cult.
Yes, they are.
Have you ever looked into anything?
Have they caused all their people to drink the Kool-Aid and die on the floor?
Is that the only criteria to be a cult?
Has their leader said specifically
Mark,
that
you're thinking of a suicide cult? That's like a mass suicide. That's all that is.
Okay,
if you talk to anybody that has escaped Scientology, because that's the only way you can leave the religion is you have to escape it, they will tell you that it's a cult.
Yeah. They're not allowed to talk to their family members anymore. They literally kidnap them, bro. They're not allowed to talk to their family members. They say that they can't have kids. They have to do everything they tell them to do.
Sounds like a cult.
They have to eat differently. They have to live differently. They can't talk to their family members. It's a fucking cult.
All right. What's really a cult is places like the People's Temple. That one was led by Jim Jones. The group is famous for Jonestown mass suicide in Guana in 1978, where over 900 of the members died.
So the only thing that makes it a cult is when people die.
No, not necessarily. This Branch Davidson is known for Waco Siege in 1993. The group was led by David Koresh and ended up in a deadly standoff.
So what's funny is earlier in this podcast, when we were talking about a fucking gypsy, Mark told me to stop looking at the online definition. Why don't we stop looking at the definitions, Mark?
I don't know what you're talking about, Gary.
Fucking hypocrite.
No, I'm just telling you that there is different versions of gypsies.
And there are different versions of cults.
But what if some believe that Scientology is a cult and some don't? So therefore, it doesn't mean Scientology is a cult. It just means that you're definitely you think that Scientology is.
Look up any interview with a person who was previously involved in Scientology, and they firsthand experience will tell you it's a cult.
It's an interesting theory, but it sounds like they might be more on the Amish perspective.
It's a cult.
Zach, why are you shaking your head over there?
Can't fucking stand you.
Hold on. We're gonna call a lifeline real quick. Hold on.
Oh, you're gonna call Scientology and ask them?
I'm calling a lifeline right now. See if he answers.
If you're calling Sully, then you're just fucking wasting your time.
You don't think? Hello? I thought he answered.
Trying to call.
I was trying to call Sully.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
He did not answer. Now Zach's gonna go on his live, see if he's bitching. Mark just tried calling me.
I will. Hold on, let's listen. Hold on a second.
But I will tell you guys, the AI
his live just ended.
Did it? Oh, well, the Church of Scientology, when I asked AI to list cults within the United States, the Church of Scientology, well recognized as a religion by some and having tax-exempt status in the United States, it is considered a cult by many critics due to its secretive practices and aggressive tactics against critics. With that definition, though, would you consider the government a cult?
Yes.
Hey, Zach, Sully's needing some whitening strip. Can you help him out?
I can't see her bones.
We're just doing a Sully roll.
Damn, they're just having a fucking field day in those boxes, aren't they?
He said he's not doing the podcast.
He's afraid. But what he doesn't realize is we've gotten Gary more aggressive tonight. Blake, thank you for tapping. I think Gary's finally cooling down, though, over there. I could get Gary going, talking about my opinions on skating and how I don't think it's a sport.
Oh, please. Nah, because I used to skate, too. So fucking... That's why they have the X Games, and skateboarding is one of them.
Why is it in the Olympics?
Yeah.
Why is video games in the Olympics?
No, I'm talking about the actual Olympics.
Me too.
Video games is not in the Olympics.
There is a spot now for video games, yes.
Bullshit.
Pull it up.
Hold on. Let me find out. I believe I'm correct on this one. Hold on.
What is your definition of a sport?
Full and full contact.
You don't think skateboarding has full-on contact?
No. These guys are so quiet. Listen, y'all. Oh, challenges. Despite these developments, several challenges remain to the inclusion. All right. Is skateboarding.
It's not a team sport.
It's a sport, though, Mark.
It is an extreme sport.
Skateboarding is considered a sport. Competitive nature, recognition by international bodies, inclusion in the Olympics, governing bodies, physical and technical skill, and community and culture.
Yeah, fuck you, Mark.
Wow. You two are very, like, I don't know, aggressive tonight.
Well, it's because you can't accept being wrong.
What do you mean being wrong? You can't accept being wrong. You can't accept being wrong.
Can we turn that on me because he can't accept being wrong?
This originally started with the gypsy thing.
Because you're wrong.
No, you are wrong. You can't get out of your old ways and acknowledge that there's a new age of gypsies.
Yeah, we might as well just call this podcast the Gypsy Podcast.
I mean,
according to Mark's definition, gypsies own corporations and fucking
I never said they own
travel.
corporations.
You said they own companies and they fucking do like concrete work. Sounds like a tradesman.
Concrete work. It's paving. There's a difference between concrete work and paving.
How do you what material do you
They go
use to
knocking on
pave?
they go knocking on people's doors. Hey, your driveway needs this or that. Let's go ahead. We'll bang out your driveway in X amount, and within a day, we'll take care of it for you. They typically do 2 to 3 driveways a day.
And they have to probably use power tools and haul shit away with large trucks because cement is not very light. Very un-gypsy like.
No, that's gypsy work.
Gypsy work is like doing dishes at a restaurant so you can collect enough money to catch the train to the next city.
Not necessarily. That is the old age of gypsies, Gary.
That's what a gypsy is.
Yeah, do gypsies do paving? The answer, yes. Some individuals and groups who identify as gypsies or travelers are involved in the paving business. This has led to a common association between gypsy or traveler communities and paving work. Here are a few points to consider. Occupational tradition. Many gypsy and traveler families have a tradition of working in trades such as paving, tarmacking, roofing, and other types of manual labor. These skills are often passed down through generations.
Do they own businesses? Do gypsies own businesses?
Apparently, that's what it's saying.
Are they tradesmen? Are they doing the labor, or are they owning the business?
They're probably doing the labor and own the business.
That's not a gypsy.
How is it not? I've got a definition here for you. What they're doing, Gary.
Not the definition of a gypsy.
That is the newest gypsy. Yes, Gary. You cannot go on 1800s here. We're now in the 2000s.
Dude, you can't change the definition of something and just expect it to be what it is, because that's called the fucking liberal movement.
My wife's even going good grief down there.
Now you're a fucking liberal. You're not a fucking Republican anymore. Liberal? You're a goddamn Democrat.
Fucking Joe Biden lover you.
Fucking loving Joe Biden over here.
Wow.
Fucking Democrat. Mark's a Democrat. He's officially switched teams.
How?
Because you're changing definitions.
I'm not. I'm giving you the legit definition of a gypsy. I asked if gypsies pave. Not all gypsies are going by your definition, Gary.
And those aren't gypsies. A gypsy is a nomad.
Gary, I'm giving you what is telling me that
nomad.
It doesn't mean anything, Gary.
You looked up the fucking Democrat fucking definition of what a gypsy is because you're a Democrat.
Gary, the reputation is stereotypes of gypsy, by the way. While many gypsies and travelers provide legitimate and quality services, there are negative stereotypes and reports of fraudulent practices associated with some individuals in these communities. It's important not to generalize, as these actions do not represent the entire community.
Sounds like a fucking Democrat definition to me.
Hiring caution. If you're considering hiring a paving contractor, it's wise to conduct thorough research regardless of their background. Look for reviews, verify licenses. Oh, we got low bandwidth. Uh-oh. Are we ready to drop? Are you guys there?
Yeah, it's lagging a little bad, though.
We are lagging a little bit. What the hell just happened to my internet?
That's a very progressive definition of a gypsy. Because you don't want to offend anybody because some terms might be offensive and hurt someone's feelings.
No, Gary, you just have a hard time admitting when you're wrong.
You know,
I'm fine with being wrong, but I know what a gypsy is.
I do as well.
No, you know tradesmen.
Gypsies. Some gypsies are tradesmen. I just told you that.
It's getting hot here. I'm about to put a tank top. I'm putting a tank top on. Hold on.
Oh, Zach, look at that sunburn. That reminds me of this.
Zach went to a concert, thought he'd rock out. Forgot his sunscreen, now he's feeling the drought. Jamming in the crowd, feeling oh so rad. Now he's bright red, and it's really quite bad.
The wife says, back to work, you guys. Zach, you look like a lobster. Enjoying arguing, LOL. I ain't listening anymore. Oh, shit balls. All right, chat. I'm opening up the number. Let's see. For the gypsies, do you agree with myself or do you agree with Gary? The number's up there on the board.
How do gypsies make money? They sell products. They provide services such as tarot card reading and palm reading services because they're fucking gypsies.
That's another
busking.
definition.
I don't know what that means. Odd jobs. So that would be like seasonal jobs. They pick up temporary jobs like painting, picking fruit, and they do other things, pick up other skills. So they could be a handyman, but
pavers
and begging because they're gypsies
and tradesmen.
They need to do whatever they can in order to supplement their travels.
So, Mark, you're calling welders gypsies?
No, I'm not calling welders. I'm telling you that some gypsies do have paving companies. They go out knocking on people's door to door.
So they're not real gypsies.
They are gypsies.
They're Jehovah's Witnesses.
They're not your definition of gypsies, but they are gypsies.
They're not actual gypsies.
They are gypsies.
They're gypsy wannabes.
Oh my God.
They're Democrats.
No.
Like you.
Oh,
you're a fucking Democrat.
Oh shit! You know what, Chad? We are literally at 1 hour and a half. We're gonna cut it short.
Of Mark being wrong.
Of Gary being wrong, and Zach being up Gary's ass tonight, agreeing with everything Gary has to say.
Mark wants
You're
to
wrong
because he's wrong.
No, you're wrong. Matter of fact, I'd like to say that both of you are wrong.
You've been listening to the Mark G Show. You may know them from their political commentary, but there's a lot more to the fellas than politics. And that's why we created this show. We hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like, rate, and review. We'll be back soon. But until then, make sure to reach out on social media. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok at The Mark G Show. And to email the show, it's on air at themarkgshow.com. Take care, and we'll see you next time on the Mark G Show.
What's always wrong?
Gary's wrong.